will be like 1 week after my ultra race, and I didn't do as much as I want to because my training blocks were really difficult and I had like really hard time. But like comparing the time from last 2 years to my result from this year, I just cut like 1.5 hours from my previous time, which is really impressive. And I know that I just went with my body power only like 60%. So I'm really happy with the result and kind of like shocked what I could like achieve in a really short time, and also show how I progress in ultra, like comparing to other years. Now there is a question what I should do after the race, and there is like a different option, but everybody is different. So I just want to share with you what is like my whole process of the recovery after this really big effort, and I just want to explain you like a couple of things. Maybe it's also like the option for you that you can recover really fast, but remember that you have to do this like on a chill pace. By the way, there's like a lot of new people here, so I want to introduce myself, and my name is Tizian and I am sports and lifestyle filmmaker and photographer, and during my free time I'm doing like all the ultra stuff, which is mainly cycling and trail running, so glad to see you here. One big mistake that I was doing from the past was like after 1-2 days, I was like on the process of like thinking that I should do something after the race. So mainly I was doing like quick run after like ultra, or like I jump on my bike and just ride around the block. And I know that was like a really big mistake because my body, it's also like one big battery, so you need to recharge these things to like work properly. So my whole process of the recovery, it's like between 1 or 2 weeks, and during that time I try to do as less as possible. So in this case I'm doing like really easy runs, really easy cycling, but I also like focusing on like stretching, yoga, going to the gym, but also like with the really easy effort, and eating, because during this ultra stuff you're losing a lot of calories even in like 1-2 days, 3 days, depends what I'm doing. So I'm just like eating whatever I want. It's mainly a lot of carbs. But like another thing that I'm just like taking care after race, it's my mental health, because really often in these things you're also using your head. So I'm doing like a lot of meditation in the morning, or journaling, or even just like walk around my neighborhood without like any podcasts or music, to just like calm down my head, because in my opinion head is like another battery in your body. And in all this like ultra like races, most of the time you're alone and your head is like giving you a lot of like weird thoughts. So in my opinion it's also important to just like take care of your mental health. So during these 2 weeks I will be just like focusing on really chill training blocks, but I also want to take care of myself and also on my business. So definitely I will be meeting with some friends and also maybe with the potential clients, because I also have to work. So there's like a couple of meetings in the next 2 weeks that I really want to do with the people, and like stay connected, and what I can do in this like sport creative lifestyle space. So that's my mainly focus, and I think it will be like the best way to just do the recovery and charge my batteries, which is really important. And for now, let's go around Amsterdam, and I want to show you like the city, because the weather is really beautiful and also one of my favorite coffee place. And also today I'm just meeting with one of the potential client that probably this year we will do like a lot of sports content together. So I'm really excited about that. So I have a meeting with a potential client, and it went really well. We planned like a lot of events this year, so I'm really excited about that, and also like really cool brands on the board. So yeah, I just have to plan my calendar, set up with like other things around, and also about like another races, and let's see. And right now I'm just going for really nice coffee to my favorite place in Amsterdam. if you're ever planning to visit Amsterdam and you're looking for a good coffee, Room Baba is like the best place to be. They have like such a great coffee with different flavors, and I'm always like amazed what they have like on the menu. So I highly recommend that to visit that place. So right now it will be like a 1 week when I'm not doing anything, and also I have like some thoughts because I just like clear my mind, and every time after the race I'm making like small notes on my phone what I can just like improve better or what I just like did and I'm like really happy about it. And the first thing here is like I realized that I just cut like 1.5 hours from my previous time, which was like 2 years ago, and I'm really proud of that because this is like showing me that having consistent training and also apply gym training, it just like paid off because I'm feeling stronger, I'm more like flexible and fit, so I can go faster and I'm not using that much like energy like in the past. So yeah, I'm really proud of that, and that's like also the good sign because right now I'm thinking about like these two big longer races like on a bike and also on the trail. So I'm really curious what will be my result because like feeling stronger, I can push a little bit harder. So yeah, let's see what will happen, but that was like a good thing to discover. Another thing that I want to focus this year is like my gear, and on this race I try to like take what was like mandatory and also like that stuff that I really need instead of like what I did in the past, which was like having extra socks, extra gloves, extra layer, and in the end I didn't need that. But also I checked the weather conditions, and in my opinion it's better to invest in like really good gear that they can keep you like dry and warm instead of like having a bunch of stuff that you have to carry during the race. And of course it's like extra weight, you have to use more energy to carry that stuff with you. So I think with this like let's say short race I did like really great job with all the gear that I have with me, and I didn't miss anything, and I think I was like well prepared. And I also think about my next races that will be longer and I think harder. So I have to also think about the gear, what I will bring with me on my bike. For now, I'm really happy with this result. Another thing that I want to mention is nutrition, and I think this is like a thing that I really have to work more because still I did a really good job, and I spoke with my running coach that every 1 hour depends on the conditions and my effort. I should have like a bigger snack or like gel, but also like I was like doing really well on all the feeding points that if I need something extra, I made like the strategy what to eat and what to avoid, because sometimes during these races like the food on the checkpoints, it's not that good like as you can imagine. So this is like the point that I have to work better, even if I felt like a lot of energy and I was like, okay, with the longer races, if I have a better strategy, it will also like be good for my result in the end. Now I'm slowly transitioning from trail running to ultra cycling because in a couple of months I have two big cycling races. First race is like a gravel race, 300 kilometers. And second one, it's like road race, 1000 kilometers in the Pyrenees, so high mountains. And of course, I will be still doing some running and probably share some tips from running world here, but mainly right now we will be focusing on ultra cycling, and I will be sharing with you some thoughts, some tips, equipment, and all that stuff that it will help me build this like strategy for this like two races. And right now I'm like looking for like some videos and some advice from friends that they did these races in the past. I think the first one it will be more easy because I did like longer races on a gravel, but the second one it's like quite difficult because it will be my first long race in the high mountains on the road bike. So I also want to test myself in that type of like racing and conditions. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, for now let's like do cycling. And yeah, this is like how my recovery looks like, what I'm doing. So right now I would just like grab some tea, read the book, and like still chill for like 1 week and slowly starting with cycling. So if you have like any thoughts and you want to ask any questions, just like leave them on the comment sections. And I just want to thank you for being here, that there's like a big community on my channel, and thank you for your support, and see you on the next one.